Hey, Timothy Bradley, you are hilarious. I am thoroughly entertained by you. I haven't heard nothing about the $1,000 bet. Crawford's gonna knock out Canelo. But here's the irony in your argument. Here's the irony in your argument. By the way, I'm redoing an apartment. Had a move out, and that's why it's so hollow. My voice is so hollow. But here's the reality. Terrence Crawford is so... First of all, you're comparing Terrence Crawford, dog in the fight, as big as the dog, whatever Mark Twain said, right? To a movie. You're comparing it to landing on the moon. We've never landed on the moon, man. The one thing I know about men, if it feels good, we do it twice. If it feels great, we do it for a lifetime, right? You got 5 kids, right? I'm gonna just leave it there, right, Mr. Bradley? But the reality is, Crawford is too small. Crawford is too arrogant. Crawford doesn't have an intelligent ego, and that's gonna be his downfall. Yeah, Crawford's probably gonna look better. Canelo's gonna throw wide the first 4 rounds. Yeah, he gonna get hit with a stiff jab every now and again, and people gonna get excited. But the reality is, when you go back, because you referenced Golovkin, when you go back and reference Golovkin, right? That was one of the cleanest, hardest shots of that year. And Canelo just brushed it off. And here's the biggest difference between Floyd and he's the most skilled. Floyd feinted for you to throw and miss. Crawford feints to land a punch. So what does that mean, Timothy Bradley? So you're not telling the whole details. When a person feints the punch, that means their feet are planted. So what does that lead to? You got 2 flat-footed fighters standing in front of each other. And once Canelo figures that out, see, what y'all not understanding is Crawford got to land 100 punches. Canelo only got to land 20. And it's just going to be a walk in the park, man. It's going to be competitive for the first half of the fight. You know what I mean? Like any basketball game in March Madness, man. The first 10 minutes, number 16 can beat number 1. But let me add something else on your plate, Timothy Bradley. See, personal issues is not mentioned when you're talking about Terrence Crawford, Timothy Bradley, but you talk about women issues with Tank Davis. You talk about women issues with Devin Haney. You talk about women issues and issues off the court, out of the ring with every other fighter. But you won't dare mention it about Terrence Crawford. How the hell can Terrence Crawford train at 100% when his home ain't whole? See, that's the conversation we don't want to have. See, my home is whole, so I get it and I fully understand it. Timothy Bradley, you've been married as long as I've known you, right? Your wife is your manager. I remember having to talk to her to interview you when I worked for the LA Sentinel newspaper. I'm not sure if she's still your manager or you're doing other things. And I'm going to give you another piece of advice, Timothy Bradley. Don't get pigeonholed with boxing. Your personality is bigger than boxing. You should start talking about politics, football, baseball, money. Don't get pigeonholed. Build your base through boxing and expand. I didn't take the money from the network. I was articulate enough. I didn't take the jobs, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to stay home and do this, be a handyman. You know what I mean? But the reality is, Crawford goes down for 2 reasons. His ego breeds ignorance. And there's no such thing as a happy man when his home is unhappy. You know how I know? Because I'm a man. I get it. I'm fully aware. We never landed on the moon, Timothy Bradley. You know that. Because what a man loves, he does twice and takes care of. Anyways, man. Speaking of family, Dre is in the dining room area right now because My Ring camera's going off right now. You know what I mean? And that's where she spent much of her time. But I enjoy Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley, you are a gift to boxing. You've had some coon moments. I don't even call them coon moments, man. There's no such thing as a coon, man. How can you call a man a coon who's married and take care of his family and leads his family, but you won't call Snoop Dogg and Meek Mill and Jay-Z a coon? Those are the real coons. You just and I'm gonna correct myself. No, he's not a coon. Nah, he's not. I don't believe so. Especially if you're an unmarried man and not leading a family, how the hell can you utter the words anything as it pertains to coon or not, or pro-black this or pro-black? Y'all so misled. And I was misguided for a period of time in my life. But Timothy Bradley is a homer. He knows damn well Canelo's gonna beat Terrence Crawford. But he don't want to be on Terrence's bad side like he was 3 or 4 years ago. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Yeah, he don't want that no more. He don't want that. You know what I mean? He's gonna keep his relationship solid. And next week, I'm gonna listen to Coach Malachi too. I haven't listened to Coach Malachi in a few months, about a year. It's probably been about a year or two, because I'm doing this during the day and I'm homeschooling my kids, and Dre is homeschooling right now. So I haven't had much time during the day because we in the gym and we doing a whole bunch of other things, piano, Spanish, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna make it a point. So I'm gonna extend this $1,000 bet. Y'all go ahead and tag them. Timothy Bradley, $1,000. It's hot in here. $1,000 bet. Blue Bud, $1,000 bet. And Coach Malachi, $1,000 bet. They won't talk about the issue. See, those are 3 married men I just mentioned. 4, the man speaking, myself. We understand about leading a family. We've completely understand that you can't have an outside baby and walk around like everything is all right. It'll never be all right. It'll never be all right, because you're thinking, what is your son gonna think? You spent all these years grooming and raising him, telling him to respect his mother, and the man you tell me to respect your mother doesn't respect your mother? We're not gonna have this conversation until it's a fighter that they're willing to have a conversation with this about. That's all it is. That's all it is. So anyway, Terrence Bud Crawford fans, if you want to bet me $1,000, all you got to do is hit my DM. I told you guys, no one's hit my DM. Silent Heroes, SILENTHEROS. You can cash at me $1,000. Don't worry about the fees, because you're a big baller. You can pay the $20, $10 fees. Don't worry about it. Cash at me $1,000. And we'll go from there. Oh, Fred, what if you take the money? What if you take the money, Fred? What if you take? I'm not a cyber guru. I've been doing this since y'all known me. So, rehabbing a 2-bedroom apartment, man. Let's take a tour. We gotta do the windows. The windows need to be done. Gotta get them. But yeah, man, we done did the paint. The paint is solid. Did the floors. Floors in the bedroom. I don't put carpet, you know what I mean? Because you don't want the kids getting sick. See, I'm a caring landowner. I don't want kids getting sick, and you know what I mean? You walk in the house with your shoes on, and next thing you know, the kid is sitting in whatever you walked in during the day, and the kids get sick, and you know, so I care about my tenants. Anyways, y'all go ahead and have a beautiful day. And it's more expensive to put flooring down, by the way. Everybody, whoa, it's definitely more. Say like 4 times more. You know, carpet is cheap. Anyways, y'all go ahead and have a beautiful day. Timothy Bradley, where your money at, champ? Hall of Famer, you know who it is. Hall of Famer. Put your money up, champ.